30. Is it a blue tag? I see her. I see her. All right.
So you heard me ask Nathan if this was a blue tag. In 2021, all of our calves were blue tags. 2022 and spring 2023, they're orange. All of our mama cows are yellow tagged cows.
Why don't we move about half of these in here and let them out?
So I've moved over to the far side of the corral. Nathan is at the 12-foot gate in the middle. And we've sorted out a group of mama cows and a few calves. You see me there trying to get them to go down toward the 16-foot gate that will allow them out and into the pasture. I've got that gate open. Ears figured it out, and then once she figured it out, everybody else kind of went along behind her. And I'm just using the flag there just to put a little pressure on them to make them roll through that gate. Is that her?
That's her right there. This is 58.
Come on. Come on. Come on, old girl. Come on. That's a good girl.
He needs a fly tag.
One of them needs an ear tag. I don't remember which one it is.
Okay, that red one over there, I think that's one of the ones that got through on her. Does she have an ear tag? Does he have an ear tag?
I don't know.
That one right there next to Penny.
Nope, no ear tag in that Hereford right there. I need to tag him.
Okay, that's got an ear tag. What about this red steer right here? He's got a tag. He needs to go.
What about that black one down yonder, that black and white one?
65?
No, the one with his head toward the gate, or toward the panel.
That's 74.
Okay, so they're all tagged?
Okay, there's one with the two high tags and he's got no tag.
All right, we need to tag him. You want to go ahead and do that now, or you want to keep sorting?
It don't matter. He's right here. The other one's coming out. Yeah, we can sort right here. Hang on.
Well, let's get everybody we want in here first. Okay?
So,
Let's keep him in here, get that other one in here. And yeah. That way we can do them, we can line them up, because if we aren't careful, we'll have a mess. All right, I'm gonna set this phone down for a second.
So we've narrowed it down to 3. We've just got to get Penny and this other mama cow sorted out, move those 3 into the bud box and down the alley.
Watch 38 or 30 behind you. All right. Give me a second to latch this gate and I'll come help you.
all three at one time.
Yeah, we'll put them all down the alley all at once. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Yeah. All right, if you'll work that around, I'll work over here. All right, girl, let's go. All right, so what we did, we gave her a shot of oxytetracycline, which is also known as LA200. We put some antiseptic spray in her eye. You can see her eye right there.
So with pink eye, scar tissue can develop over that eye and render that cow temporarily blind. And so in a moment, you're going to hear me ask Nate for the shaker. And so it's just a paddle with little BBs in it.
You got a shaker?
We'll use the shaker to add noise behind her, almost like standing in her flight zone.
Let's go. There you go. There you go. One of the things that happens with cows with pink eye is they go blind. And you can't always just get in their flight zone and treat them like a cow. Come on, baby. She's safe. We're going to squeeze it down tight on her. If you'll hold that, Nate. It's still rolling.
Okay.
That's going to be shaky video. All right, we got to get your head out of there, baby.
You want me to open up a little bit?
No. Let me get it. So the active ingredient in these fly tags is permethrin, which is kind of like Deep Woods Off. Just keeps the flies off of them. When you're dealing with pink eye, if you can keep flies away from their face, you can keep pink eye from spreading. And so our goal is just to keep it from spreading. Fly tags are really cheap. And we can use that hole later on as an identification tag spot. So we're done with her. So we're going to release her. And now we're not going to open up the squeeze. We're going to open up the head gate. If you had opened up the squeeze, you saw how she backed up. These heifers will do that. She would have turned around in there, and then it's a nightmare. So she can't turn around. Come on. So, you know, a lot of times we'll come and just tap on the go. There you go. So our setup is a bud box setup. I mean, this whole area over here is the bud box with a pin. And then once we get them in the alley, then we get them into the Q catch. So it's fairly low stress, okay? It's not low pressure, but it's low stress. And so when I say it's not low pressure, I just couldn't videotape and operate the flag and the gates and everything. But when we were moving these cows down on this other side to get them in here, once they committed to go, Nathan and I were behind them, you know, ha, 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 yeah, raising our hands, hitting the flags, snapping the flag. We weren't hitting anything, but that flag has a snap to it. And so that pressure, we just need them to move. Once cows start moving, if you can keep them moving in a direction and get them to go where you want to. We tried to videotape one-handed. I don't know how it's going to turn out, sorting them out. And so we've got gates on all sides of the corral. In this case, we were putting them out of that big 16-foot gate. The ones we didn't need, you can't just put one cow in the corral. I mean, you can, but we'd have been out here 4 times as long, and it would have been more stressful. Put everybody in, sort out the ones that you don't need. That's the advantage of having multiple gates, multiple pins. And then the 3 or 4 that we needed, the 3 in this case that we needed, we ran them down the alley, caught them in the Q catch, and we did what we have to do. And so people ask us all the time, do you guys use antibiotics? Well, only when we need to. And so just like if you get sick, the doctor puts you on some sort of antibiotic, you know, you don't stay on those things forever and ever and ever. So we don't feed antibiotics. We don't have antibiotics in our mineral supplementation. But when you've got a cow that's got pink eye in this particular setup, you have to treat pink eye. It's incredibly painful for the cows, and it causes blindness in cows. And so cows move based on sight and sound. And if you take that sight away, it's very difficult to move cows around where you need them to move. So you get a cow that has pink eye when it's 500 or 600 pounds and it goes blind. Now you got a problem. How do you move a blind cow? Very difficult, very dangerous, and unnecessary. We use LA200. The active ingredient in this is oxytetracycline. It's an antibiotic that was developed in the 1940s, widely used for respiratory infections in people in the 40s and 50s. Wasn't terribly effective, but somebody somewhere along the way decided and figured out, hey, it works for pink eye in cattle. And so really inexpensive. That treatment on that heifer, that first calf heifer, was probably somewhere in the $2 to $3 range. So a relatively inexpensive treatment. And in 6 to 7 days, that pink eye will be almost completely gone with one treatment. If it's not gone, if it's in the other eye at that point, we'll bring her back in and we'll treat her again. You can treat up to 3 times as per the instructions on this, and we are using this. There's a grid on the back of this that tells you exactly how much to use for the approximate weight of the animal, and so we're using the right dosage, in other words. So that's basically it. I mean, that's us moving cows into the corral, sorting them out, treating a couple of them, ear tagging a couple of them. The little bull calf that we tagged, he is going to be our herd bull, and really excited about him. And then the little heifer, she just didn't go in the corral the day that we worked all the cows and preg checked and ear tagged and did all those things. And so we got her, and that way we know, we can tag her, we know who she belongs to, and that kind of thing. So thank y'all for watching. This is Ryan and Nathan with the Lazy Acres. We'll see you.